Welcome to another episode of Pipe gDAO, and guess what? We are following the trend from last time. It's from Arubaito.
Yes, the boys.
Yeah, and Arubaito, if you missed the last episode, but you really should watch it, it's a Japanese word for work, spelled A-R-U, bait, B-A-I-T-O. Surely
Why do you
everyone got it.
why do you read out ARU bait?
Hmm.
What?
Well, maybe not the best look, but that's how it's spelled, okay?
I mean, I can't say you're wrong. Just the way you did it was really strange.
Yeah, and I
Just
totally planned it as well.
yeah. Did you have that written down?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
man.
prepare very well for each
This
episode.
this guy comes in with notes, and all of them are just ARU bait. Oh,
Ah,
all
yeah.
right.
Bait. Oh, right.
Beethoven. Be crazy if he was alive today, man. Could you imagine what he'd drop? God.
I got no idea who that is, but sure.
You don't know who Beta? All right, we'll
Okay,
discuss
great.
this after the podcast.
Yeah. But first, did you know that even top companies like Coinbase struggle with talent retention, averaging just about zero point 0.8 years, so under 1 year? Web3 faces a big problem with unqualified applicants, some scammers, overall CV spammers, leading to short-term hires. Applications lack passion, they are misaligned with the project ethos. This disconnect reduces long-term commitment to missions and goals. Well, Arbito fixes this. Arbito is a limited membership Web3 jobs platform that combines AI tools, vetting, and job management tools, as well as third-party ad boosts. We are maximizing the number of eyeballs on your job post. Join today by going to our link tree in the description and look for Arubaito.io. So today's episode is covering an article by Arubaito. Last time we covered Arubaito and how it works. And today we are talking about an article about it. The title reads Web3 jobs is tied or are tied, I don't know, to Bitcoin volatility. Something about British grammar. I would say it's R, but yeah. Web3 jobs are tied to Bitcoin volatility. Dash how recruiters can diversify with RWA jobs. Yeah, I would like to start with a fun fact. Did you know that when it's summer, there are more ice cream sellers than when it's not summer? Did you know that?
I mean, no, I didn't. That's so. I wonder why that's the
Yeah, it's
reason.
fascinating, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
I
another
know.
one. When it's raining, there are people on the streets selling umbrellas. There are more street sellers for umbrellas when it's raining. It's fascinating. I don't know what
You
causes it.
you have to be lying.
Yeah, and it's even a third fun fact. When it's bull run in Web3, there are more Web3 positions than when it's not bull run. When it's bear run, it's not really a run.
Mm,
They're just standing
no.
there. But yeah, yeah,
But
it's a
speaking of Web3 jobs, we have opportunities.
yeah, and that's actually what the first section of the blog covers. This is a blog post. You can find it in the description. Starting with the first point, Web3 recruiting is correlated to the Bitcoin price. But before we continue, are you looking to invest in real-world asset innovation IPs? Maybe one coming from a university? I'll have you know, they have an average ROI of 397%, aka X4. And did you know, the likes of Gatorade and Google actually came out from universities?
Then what you're looking for is the Pipe gDAO, a community-led protocol that fairly openly and honestly governs overall community ownership of the various protocols it creates. Join the Web3 real-world asset revolution powered by PGF Launchpad with cutting-edge university laboratory inventions that could change the world with your support, bridging the gap between university IP real-world assets and Web3 capital. The PGF Launchpad connects EU university lab innovators directly with retail investors on the blockchain, included but not limited to automated seizure prediction and prevention, and boost EV driving range significantly. This could be up to 70%.
You can join us by going into the link tree in the description, launchpad.thepipegdao.io. Yeah, it's like Bitcoin, more opportunities means more jobs. Fascinating. And we see here one of the key dynamics to consider in Web3 recruitment is how market conditions influence job availability. And we see this graph here. You can see it if you go into the description and follow the article. Uh, when the when the bull run happens, there are more Google searches for Web3 jobs, and when it's not bull run, it plummets. Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? Uh,
It is, yeah.
let's see.
I mean, it makes perfect sense, but it's quite interesting.
And then, how would we want to go about diversifying this? I wonder.
Okay, so obviously you want to be diversifying your recruitment income. So by diversifying and repurposing your existing talent pool without pivoting your target clients, and this is pivotal and very important. Web3's clinical hiring cycles means you'll need to stay sort of agile in the business market, matching talent to opportunities that weather these fluctuations. So like AI and quantum computing projects that thrive even during
I
downturns.
believe you meant
So
to say cyclical rather than clinical.
is it?
Web3 is cyclical hiring
Oh,
cycles.
yeah, cyclical.
It's a
Okay.
cyclical cycles.
Oh, I
Oh
thought it said
yes,
clinical.
it's a
Oh.
cyclical cycles. The cycles are cyclical. Imagine that. In other
Oh,
words,
okay.
in other news, water is wet.
Fair enough. Yeah. So moving on, your candidates obviously they can contribute to real world assets, RWA, IP, startups launching cutting edge tokenized projects from universities worldwide. Um, in the past couple of years, there was a huge bump in work in crypto for search terms, and then another high search term being obviously health tech jobs. So this is an industry that is constantly growing rapidly, and a lot of people are looking to work into it.
Yeah, and a major
Um,
difference being that while crypto goes up and down, health tech jobs are staying relatively stable. They're just growing up instead of going up, down, and overall going up. The health tech jobs are being pretty steady, so you don't have to worry about being a proverbial ice cream seller in summer and then having nothing else to do the rest of the year.
exactly. Yeah. You you will never have to be concerned. But another example of this overlap is obviously jobs. So work in electric vehicles, or even work in VR, work in AI. AI is turned up massive recently. I don't know if I can't remember where I heard this, but I'm pretty sure you know Elon Musk and those guys.
Oh yeah, it's almost like everyone knows about him.
I know, yeah. Honestly, absolute state. But he's been him and somebody else, I think, has approached the owner of Nvidia, and they've just begged them to make some sort of AI like drive or GPU or something, because there's this one guy, I forgot who does it, where they basically own the market on AI systems. And like to build one, you have to go through them. So they're trying to, and so they can charge however much they want, because it's just, I think they got the patent or something. I could be chatting complete waffle right now, but I'm pretty sure that's going on. They're trying to make it so there's more um, diversity. You've got more options when it comes to building AI.
That's kind of funny because last I heard, Elon Musk was very much against AI, but
Yeah, I mean, I think Elon Musk is against anything that he can't make money on. To be honest,
yeah, fair enough. But
yeah.
looks like now it is possible. So, speaking of jobs, a lot of people are moving into AI. I'm currently working, apart from Pipe, in another project. I'm using ChatGPT a lot, and it, I guess you could consider me an AI worker. And I use image gens a lot. So that is
Absolutely.
part of working
Yeah.
with AI, I guess, even though it's not.
And I think it's also moving a lot into schools. So with me, with university, we were talking with our lecturers, and they said as long as it doesn't write for you, you can use ChatGPT, because it's a really good. Just like a hyper specific search source. So it'll find like a really brief thing. Obviously, you got to need second references and stuff like that, and double check what it's telling you is right. But 99% of the time, what ChatGPT tells you is correct.
Yeah, most of the
So
time I'm just using it to say, this is what I wrote, so fix it for me.
exactly, and it's so interesting because obviously AI now, that you can have conversations with these people. They're pretending to be characters. There was actually a really unfortunate circumstance where someone fell in love with a AI chatbot, and it didn't end very well.
Many movies about
But
it as well.
they've made many movies about it. In fact, what was that one where the AI robot locked the person up?
I think
It was
I would imagine there are a few of them.
no, it was like Ex Machina. I think that's what I'm thinking of. He like fell in love with this robot or something. I can't. I've never watched it. I only heard a really brief description of it the other day. But give it a watch.
Yeah, as you can see, a lot of people are moving into AI right now, and people who are in Web3 can diversify into AI jobs.
Absolutely. Diversifying many things. So, again, like we said, working in electric vehicles or working in VR reality. Right now, AI is definitely the hot topic, but a couple of years ago, VR was the hot topic. And then a couple of years before that, electric vehicles were the hot topic. So it's all the biggest trends you will see can all be done via Web3 as well. So it's a really good market to sort of get into. And it's especially working in Web3 can be very rewarding
Yeah, it can be, and
for a lot of
Pipe
people.
is
Yeah.
one of the ways to do it. And moving on to the next
Mhm.
section, how candidates can work with the Pipe ecosystem.
Did you know up to 45% of recruiter talent database are dormant? This means 45% of your revenue is left on the table.
Wow.
I know, right? But if you repurpose your talent database by redirecting them to nascent industry technology in high growth, you can share a portion of the high growth sweat equity too. How? The Pipe Associate Network. Bring new opportunities to talent within university-born R&D IP startups worldwide and earn a part of the future. Go to our description for the link tree or sign up on www.thepipecompany.co.uk and start your adventure of the future today.
Yeah, so there are a few steps on how it can happen. The pipe ecosystem consists of three integral parts. So we have three parts, and it's a Venn diagram, and it all intersects into IPO in the middle. We have one, which is business plan generator, and that was actually a good way to introduce pipe. So the three parts to that the pipe ecosystem consists of three integral parts. Business plan generator. The pipe platform uses a TRL scoring, NASA grade assessment with the QED process. So question, evaluate, what's it, decide, disclose, process to evaluate projects, tokenizes the IP, and generates a viable business plan. That's on the pipe part. And there's Web3 launching, Web3 funding launchpad. We have PGF launchpad over here that we are working for. The pipe gDAO allows community to raise funds for the projects via its RWA launchpad app. And three, professionals network, aka PAN. We covered it in the last episode as well. The candidates enter the pipe platform to become what's called pipe associates and share the expertise, vet the business plans, and are compensated with sweat equity or tokens. And Arbito, as a partner, helps connect talent to the PAN through CV onboarding. There are several AI tools to automate some of the CV work. There are manual reviews as well. There are some other tools that you can find on the website, enabling individuals to gain sweat equity while supporting potentially life-changing university startups. And then we have big text in bold. So listen up, it's important.
Yeah, we're going to want to shout this.
Yeah,
Right.
assistance, and listen.
That actually made me jump. Like I'm not. I know I made the joke. But I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
I didn't know.
jump out of your chair immediately,
Yeah.
or as people say, jump out of your socks. Wait, is that still an expression?
I know it's jump out of your skin.
Well, that's kind of creepy.
It is kind of creepy, but it's
Yeah.
Halloween. It's 'tis the season and whatnot.
Assist us in talent sourcing for the Pipe Associate Network, aka PAN. Be compensated in Arbito's share of referral rewards from the PAN, which are accrued in, again, either sweat equity or tokens, from the pipe of multi-industry source talent known as Pipe Associates. So Pipe Associates is when you go and join our platform and you start doing some work for reviews, as they support university startups in leveraging their R&D IP, so research and development slash intellectual property, as tokenized real-world assets on their journey to becoming commercially viable businesses. Okay, so to summarize all of this is you can earn sweat equity by joining our PAN in the description. We have a link tree there where you can search for Arubaito.io/PAN. And while they're becoming great businesses, you can accumulate experience, build connections, and accrue sweat equity, which is just like Dustin Moskowitz's story.
Dustin Moskovitz, somebody we covered in the last podcast, is the Facebook's logo designer. He made windfall from his $2,000 service fee, which is asked for compensation in Facebook stocks instead of cash. So basically, he got $2,000 worth of stock early doors for Facebook when the stock wouldn't have been very high. So he would have gotten definitely a lot more than he would have now if he asked for $2,000 worth of stock. But he got $2,000 worth of stock early in Facebook, and that went on to become $200 million. This is obviously one of the main stories and one of the biggest look at this when we're talking about the power and perseverance and strategic thinking in early stage tech companies. So this new avenues for sort of talent monetization, which we do through Arubaito and the Pipe Associate Network, means that you can repurpose your sort of tech savvy community and target industries adjacent to Web3. These industries will be growing rapidly, obviously with AI alone projected to be valued at $1.8 trillion by 2030. And then by connecting these candidates these fast moving markets, you're ensuring your talent pool becomes integral to future technology breakouts. As these projects scale, the equity that your candidates earn could grow significantly, making it sort of like a highly attractive opportunity for passive candidates who may not be looking for a traditional job and they are looking for sort of part-time gigs or are in retirement. And then by partnering, you can expand your reach by proxy, make passive profits, and future-proof your recruitment strategies.
Yeah, and there is such thing as passive or dormant candidates. What are those?
So if we're talking about like a passive or obviously dormant candidates, at first we're going to want to say at least on average 20 to 30% of your talent pool is probably made up of active candidates. So these people would be like actively seeking job opportunities, constantly making noise. And then the other sort of 70 to 80 of passive candidates who are currently employed and not looking, but they're kind of open to a new and right opportunity. So presenting your community with a talent pool with like RWA job opportunities in exciting necessant industries may reawaken those who are seeking change. So it's all about remonetizing your talent pool as our sourcing partner. So you're not going to want to miss out on this opportunity to connect your talent to cutting edge IP startups and massively growing industries.
If you are an active seeker or passive seeker, but I guess if you're a passive seeker, you would not be seeking it because by definition. But also, if you're a recruiter, you would want to join Arbito. Here's a big graph on some of the things that could happen as to represent the process. First, we have uh, recruiters such as Web3 Connect, W3 Connect, independent recruiters, undisclosed partners, Through hyperlinks, you would go to Arbito. They are sending candidates information from the database or from the community, including the CVs. In Arubaito, there are they're creating a CV profile with the RWA skills. They are capturing and sending all of that information over to Pipe and over at PAN, so Pipe Associate Network. Candidates can, if they are selected, of course, and if everything works out in between the two parties, they can contribute to the RWA IP type of projects and accrue sweat equity. And let's see how it works. It is another big graph, but talking about something similar. Arbito pathway, which is automated. There are a lot of AI tools and a lot of automated marketing tools. 50% of Arbito's personal referral rewards sent to special partners. Uh, yeah, so Arbito is sharing its referral rewards depending on how the process goes. It goes from recruitment partner to Arbito. From Arbito, it uses a webhook to connect to PAN, so it's an automated process. And from PAN, it goes to sweat equity, being earned by the potential candidates, and it is being sent back. And it's a similar process for lab to IPO pathway. We have a recruitment partner, create create disclosures job role, hyperlink to lab to IPO, and a similar thing, except instead of being Arbito, it's a lab to IPO pathway. So, would you like to tell us about the candidate user journey?
No.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, of course I will. Sorry. So obviously the candidate user journey, one, as a recruitment partner, you're going to send candidates from your community or database to Arubaito. These candidates will create a CV profile on Arubaito, which will showcase their Web3 expertise and skills in adjacent industries. They'll select you refer in the drop-down form, and then these profiles are then vetted, declined, or approved and connected to Pipe Platform on the back end. And then for each successful placement, Arubaito will share 50% of our referral rewards with you, either in shares or tokens.
Yeah, there's even a video for you to watch. And guess what? When you make a Web3C profile on Arbito, you get a special badge. You get to feel very nice about being affiliated with Arbito. Imagine it. Partners get a special badge displayed on the candidates' Web3 CV profiles. So we have a model, well, not a model, but an example CV profile here on the page. You can see it's array and redacted. It would read something like, "About me, I'm inspired by decentralization, da 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 da. I'm motivated by efficiency, da 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 da. Contact, da da da. Login contact, and maybe even a little video if you so choose." By joining forces with Arbito, you gain access to a network that compensates in sweat equity, offering candidates the chance to grow alongside cutting-edge projects. As a recruiting partner, you can monetize your talent pool, sharing referral words, and position yourself at the forefront of tech advancements. Join us today and transform market volatility into opportunities for both you and your talent pool. Would you like to get involved? Well, you can get in touch by going into the article in the description or also by going to the link tree and finding all of our socials. And that is it for this article. We will see each other next time.
We will, yes. Very fun.